Welcome to Visions of Our People, where we feature brothers and sisters who have followed their vision to build businesses, institutions, or services that serve, profit, and uplift our community. Listen as we share the ideas, experiences, and skills that help to shape their unique stories of commitment, perseverance, and triumph. Be inspired and catch your vision on Visions of Our People. Now, here's our host.
Pamoja Tutashinda, brothers and sisters, together we will win. This is Kafing Mwafrika Moore, your host and producer of Visions of Our People. Today we're sharing the vision of Sister Debra Pounds. She's the owner of Paddlefoot Dolls and Crafts. She specializes in handcrafted and hand-painted black dolls and crafts. Most of her creations are named for the spirit she sees in their eyes. Others are inspired by people near and dear to her heart or dancing in her head. Creating her babies truly keeps her grounded, happy, and sane. The complete collection includes 5 types of dolls: the baby girls, cutie pies, future queens, huggables, minis, Nubian queens, playables, and tiny tots, along with a cancer survivor collection, a holiday collection, a sports collection, and her ladies with a purpose, the plastic bag holders and naked tissue covers. She recently started doing brooches, keychains, magnets, and ornaments. Each piece is made with love from the rainbow of chocolates, caramels, and lattes that showcases Black beauty. She hopes that her work is enjoyed, cherished, and loved as much as she loves and enjoys bringing them to life and sharing them with whoever crosses our path. She sends peace, smooches, and blessings to everyone. Making dolls, what was your catalyst for that?
My grandmother made sure that all of us learned how to sew. Mm-hmm. And in, I guess it was 1998, my mother wanted a black Santa Claus, and of course there weren't any to be found. Mm-hmm. And I created one, and while searching for a pattern for that, I discovered the dolls and decided I could probably do better than those patterns that I found, and here we are 19 years later.
So you've been sewing ever since?
I've been sewing ever since I could hold a needle without sticking myself. But both my grandmother, my mom, my aunts, my sisters all knew how to sew and were seamstresses for other people. So I just took it to a different level.
This is something that's in the family.
Yep. It's been passed down, although I think it kind of stopped with me because none of my children sew. But hopefully my grandchildren will pick it up.
Why do we need black dolls?
Because there's a lack of them on the market, and those that are on the market are basically just a painted version of the white doll. These are specifically made to reflect us and to show the beauty that is in us that a lot of kids won't see based on what's out there mass marketed.
How have your dolls been received?
Usually very well, and a lot of times people see other people like, oh, that looks like my auntie, or that looks like my cousin, or whatever, so very well.
When you come up with a creation, do you use somebody's face that you know of? Where do the features and the facial expressions come from?
Actually, I can try to make it resemble somebody, but usually they just come out that way. They all start with the same pieces, but as you paint one, especially in painting other faces, because each one is individually done, they all come out unique. Just like us, we're born different, although we made by the same thing.
What would you say would be your inspiration for your creations?
I just I like to create, and I like the fact that even though I'm starting with all the same pieces, each one is going to come out different. So even if I use the same fabric for 2 or 3, those 2 or 3 are each still going to have their own individual personality. And I like watching that personality come to life. And it keeps, like I said, it makes me smile and it keeps me sane.
A doll that has its own individual personality and touch, that's close to how the creator creates us.
So I'm an extension of the creator. So this is my way of extending it even further. He gave me the gift, so I'm just using what he gave me. This is my gift, yes.
When did you come upon the revelation that this was your gift to give to the world?
I'm gonna actually say when I made the very first doll, and I'll back that up with a story about how the name Paddlefoot. Paddlefoot is me, and me being I'm pigeon-toed, and I got that from my grandmother. My grandmother gave it to my dad gave it to me, I gave it to my kids, and then when I made my very first doll, and she was pigeon-toed like that, I was like, that's it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
So your dolls are they're pigeon-toed?
They're pigeon-toed just like me. So that's one way you know if it's original or if it's a copy. If it's not pigeon-toed, it's not mine.
So if I see some dolls and they're not pigeon-toed, we know that they're not Paddlefoot dolls.
You know they're not. You can't copy that part.
Which one of your dolls would you say are your favorite, or do you have any favorites?
This is like my kids. I don't have any favorites. You know, I don't want anybody to feel, oh, she likes me better. I like them all. And, I mean, people are like, how can you make them and just send them off? Because once I make them, just like when you give birth to children, you raise them up, train them up, and then you send them off into the world. Same thing. I create them, I give them their spirits, and I send them off into the world.
Can you tell us a little bit about the process, how long it takes to make the dolls, and what all goes into making the dolls that you make?
Well, basically, cut out the fabric, sew the doll itself. I design the eyes and the mouth myself, so cut out the eyes and the mouth, iron them on, and then paint them on, decide what their clothes are going to be, decide what hair they're going to have, design the hair, dress them, and there you go.
And how long does that process take?
Beginning to end on a future queen over the course of a couple of days would probably be anywhere from 10 to 12 hours per doll, yes.
Wow. So
and one thing I usually do anywhere from 2 to 6 at a time, but you make the body, dress it, and then the face is going to take at least 24 hours for it to completely dry. And while that's doing, you braid the hair and figure out how that's going to go. So about anywhere from 10 to 12, depending on the details.
Okay. Can you tell us about your holiday collection and your sports collection?
My sports collection, basically, those are, I've done everything. I've done the tissue covers in sports. I've done the bag holders in sports. And I have a set called playables, which are little skirts tied around, showing off a little leg.
When you started doing the brooches and the keychains, the magnets and the ornaments, they're made of a rainbow of chocolates?
They're all made of, we come in how many different shades of brown?
Yes.
If I see some fabric and it looks like a shade of brown that is in tone in my family, it becomes part of that rainbow.
You have a brick and mortar, a location where people can actually come?
The brick and mortar is inside the Westview Makerspace. So this is a co-working space, and I'm also working here as an admin, so I'm pretty much here 7 days a week. But I teach here, so you can come in and make your own doll if you want to. We also offer sewing classes, quilting classes, shoemaking classes, woodworking classes. This is a perfect place for me. But yeah, Ralph David Abernathy, if you're familiar with Atlanta, we're down the street from the Westview Cemetery.
My sister, you mentioned that you also teach at the shop where you are.
Right now I'm teaching a class for the smaller dolls, so it's 11 inches. And basically I do most of the work. I paint the face, stuff the arms and the legs. The student stuffs the body. And I created a pattern for it that you don't have to sew. It's basically just iron. So they cut out the pattern, they dress it, they put hair on it if they want hair on it, and they walk out of here with a doll they can say they made themselves. I know
they go out with a big smile on their face.
Yes, they do.
Is there an age limit to get involved in your classes?
Generally, it does. If they're old enough to follow directions, they can take the class. But I try to just be on the safe side. If you're under 12, you need to be accompanied by a parent, and that way the parent can help them if they get stuck. But generally, I've had 6 up to maybe 14. I had a couple of little girls who did birthday parties, and the birthday party was a doll making class, and they had an awesome time.
And you're passing on your
Yes.
on your skills to another generation.
Yes, that's another reason I like where I'm at. Is the whole point of this place is to teach you what you didn't know you knew how to do. And I mean, what they're doing in my classes, because they're just finishing it up. But that finishing it up is enough to open their eyes to other possibilities of things they can do, be it a doll or something else.
Is there a cost to take your classes?
Yeah, my class, the doll making class, is $40. And then I also have a class with the doll head, so you can make a keychain, a brooch, magnet, or ornament. Those are $10. And I supply you with everything you need. There's a form you can fill out, and you can choose the skin tone if you want to make sure that it looks like you. Or if you don't do that and you're just walking in, I have some stuff that's ready here. It just won't be customized like if you were to pick your own. But yeah.
How long does a class last?
The doll class, depending on the age of the person, can take anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, especially if you're putting hair on it. And the doll head class you could do, I've had kids do it in an hour, hour and a half.
By this being a Black History Month, do you have any special pieces that you're doing for Black History Month, or do you kind of figure what you're doing is Black History, so you celebrate it year round?
Yeah, what I do is Black History, so I do it year round. And because I'm here in the shop, we're doing some different things for Black History, and we're not really doing Valentine's Day. We're calling it an Akoma Festival, which Akoma is the heart-shaped Ndinka symbol. Mm-hmm. So we're having a brown sugar festival. So we'll have people coming in doing the history of chocolate, some different chocolate workshops where they can make their own chocolate. Have a lady coming in doing flowers out of African fabric and making your own brown sugar scrub. So the doll stuff will be available if somebody wants to, but I'm kind of focusing on a few other things besides me for that.
When can we expect the Paddlefoot Doll School to officially open and be on blast?
That would be awesome. I'm gonna claim it. Give me 5 years.
Let's claim the 5 years, and if
5 years to have a brick and mortar, all just totally about doll making.
And if it blows up before that, that's even better.
If it blows up before that, I have you to thank.
Oh, we're gonna thank the creator.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah, we're gonna thank the creator on that one, my sister. Brothers and sisters, you have been listening to Sister Debra Pounds. She's the owner of Paddlefoot Dolls and Crafts in Atlanta's West End community, as she shared her vision of making dolls for our beautiful Black ones. You can visit her at 1554 Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard, Southwest in Atlanta, Georgia. Or you can visit her on Facebook at Paddlefoot Dolls and Crafts, on Instagram at Paddlefoot Dolls. You can visit her website at webyblack.com/Paddlefoot Crafts. Her email address is info@paddlefootdolls.com. You can catch Visions of Our People on YouTube at Kafing Moore, or on Facebook at Promote the Vision. You can support our podcast on PayPal at kafingmore@aol.com. And if you would like to promote your business, nonprofit, or event on our podcast, please send your request or comments about Visions of Our People to kafingmore@aol.com. And join us again for more Visions of Our People.
Thank you for joining us for Visions of Our People. We hope that our stories of commitment, perseverance, and triumph have inspired you to follow your vision of creating businesses, institutions, and services that uplift our brothers and sisters, serve our community, and make us great people that our Creator made us to be. We wish you peace and blessings, and we invite you to join us again for Visions of Our People.